Hi, my name is Byron Fields, founder and CEO of the Writing Counsel, and today I am excited. I am excited because I am launching my first campaign of the Writing Counsel entitled 2 Pages a Day. Now, let me give you a little background. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about myself and my journey to helping others share their story through the art of writing. Back in 2013, around this same time in October, I released my first memoir entitled Identity from a Different Breed. I received tremendous feedback from others and other supporters based on my story and some of the experiences that I went through throughout my life. I self-published this book because I wanted to have full control over the marketing, the publications, and where I wanted it to go and things like that. I wanted to have full control over my book, so I launched it in 2013, and since then it's been a great journey. I wanted to share my story through the art of writing, and I strongly believe that I didn't have to be a certain age, I didn't have to be involved in a certain occupation, I didn't have to be a celebrity or anything to be qualified to share my story. I believe that everyone has the ability to learn from others. All you have to do is go through life and experience some things that you can teach others, so that when they're experiencing some similar situations that you experience or have experienced, you can kind of teach them or provide them with some type of insight as to what they can learn as they journey through the processes that you have gone through. So I did the same exact thing. Basically, my story was about fulfilling your purpose in life and going after the things that you love to do in life. So since sharing my story, I've been heavily involved in trying to get people to understand that concept while continuing to learn more about that concept myself. Now, I founded the Writing Counsel off of that same principle. All right. I believe that everyone is qualified, no matter what age you are, everyone is qualified to share their story through the art of writing. I also understood that a lot of people have the dream of wanting to become a published author. All right. So with those two things combined, I felt that it is my service and my duty to the world to help other individuals share their story through the art of writing, and also helping them to fulfill their dreams and becoming a published author. Now, I know a lot of people will get it confused, or a lot of people have this misconception that to write a book, it takes a huge length of time and work and dedication. And a lot of people simply just can't sit down and focus on what it takes to write their book and be committed to it over the process of however long it takes. I'm here to tell you that that is somewhat true. It does take a lot of time, discipline, strategy to sit down and actually focus on writing your book, but I want to make that process simple for you. All right, I want to narrow it down to eliminate the misconceptions of what it takes to write a book. All right, so with my 2 pages a day campaign, I want everyone that wants to write a book and wants to tell their story, I want you to make a pledge. I want you to make a commitment to writing 2 pages a day for the next 30 to 60 days. This may take some time, it may take some structure, it may take some adjustment, and you may have to sit down and figure out how you want to focus your story. And I'm going to get into all of that later, and that's a part of what we do in the Writing Counsel, is helping you to understand how to focus your story. However, at this time, I want you to say stop. Stop to the excuses, stop to the feelings of discomfort, stop to the complaining that you aren't where you want to be, or you haven't published that book that you always wanted to publish. Stop all of that and make the pledge, make the sacrifice, and take this journey to committing 2 pages a day to writing your story. All right. A few days ago, I made a post breaking down the math behind this. Now, there are 250 to 300 words that are in a page, all right? So if you're on Microsoft Word or any Word program, you can fit 250 to 300 words for each page, all right? So I did the math out of that, all right? So my book is considered to be a novella. That's 30,000 words, all right? So if you commit to 250 to 300 words per day for 30 days, you would have produced what is called a novella. That's basically a short novel. It's a great read, about 100 pages, something that can be read within 30 minutes or an hour or however long it takes to get you to read, or maybe a week or so. It's a really great read, and that's what a lot of people are doing now. They're coming out with what is called novellas, very great, easy reads of 100 pages or less. Now, if you commit 2 pages a day for 30 days, you would have produced what is called a novella. If you commit 2 pages a day for 60 days, you would have produced what is called a novel. All right, that is a novel of 40,000 words or more, right? So if you break down the simple mathematics of that, you will understand that writing a book it requires discipline, and it requires dedication, focus, and commitment and sacrifice. But if you break it down to small, simple elements such as 2 pages a day, you'll find that it makes it a lot more easy to wrap your head around, because you're not thinking about, oh, okay, I have to write these thousands of pages, or I have to, sit down and I have to just write until I get tired. I have to do that over and over and over until I write this book. No. That's what scares people away from writing their book. It's because they look at it as a long journey. However, I want to break that misconception, and I want for people to understand that you don't have to look at it as this big, full-out project right on when you're starting. All right, you can break it down in simple concepts. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Break it down in simple concepts to where you can commit to 2 pages a day. You can write 1 page in the morning, the other page in the afternoon, or you can do it both combined. If you haven't written in a long time, this would be a great writing exercise for you, just to see how long you can do it, so you can truly evaluate how much discipline you truly need. But what I want to do is help others share their story and become the authors that they always inspired to be. All right, so please join me in this pledge to committing to 2 pages a day for 30 days. Can you do it? Can you make the commitment? Can you make the sacrifice? Do you have what it takes to inspire the world with your story? Can you think of anyone that's going through what you've gone through? Can you think of a story that you can share that can help others that are going through the same journey that you're going through, or that you have went through? I really want you to think about that. I'm very excited. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed with joy, because I love to help others share their story through the art of writing. I hear about stories all the time, about what someone has gone through, or something that I would love to read about. So I really want everyone here to make a commitment. If you ever wanted to be an author, just think, you don't have to be famous. You do not have to be well known across the world renowned. You don't have to be a certain age. You don't have to be 50 or 60 years old to where you're endowed with so much knowledge about the world that you feel like you can finally be qualified to share your story with others. No, there's a lot that you can learn from somebody that's younger than you, with less experience than you in your field, but it could be something that you can take from them that can help you with something that you've always wanted to do in the future. All you have to do is just break those misconceptions, break the concepts, just break those walls, break those barriers, break that self-doubt. I'm here to help you to do that. Commit to 2 pages a day and watch how your life can change by helping others, by sharing your story. Once again, my name is Byron Fields. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to email me at info@thewritingcounsel.com. I love to help you get started on your journey. I have individualized courses that can guide you through the process of writing your book. I'm going to be making more videos, more posts, encouraging more individuals to do what they love, and that is to write. Thank you for your time, and let's get started.